Hello everybody, it's Penny and I'm back with another vlog. I've slightly upgraded the vlog situation from last time. I now have you guys on a selfie stick. So I've slightly upgraded the whole vlogging stitch from last time. I can hold you a little bit further away. It might not be as stable, but hey ho, we're doing this. We're still on the bed for right now, though we might have a little wander around the flat in a bit. So I was gonna stream today, but then I decided, no, you know what, I'm gonna do a vlog instead. Work has been really busy today. It's been really busy this week, but today especially. So I was like, I'm really not feeling up to streaming. Again, I'm trying to do the thing of like not pressuring myself to stream too much. I'd rather pass on streaming and spend my energy doing things that kind of make me a bit less stressed and a bit more happy, especially because work is such a stressful environment. I mean, it's a good kind of stress. It's busy, but it's good. Learning things every day. But it's work is work at the end of the day. Work is still stressful, and I want to make sure that I'm doing things that kind of help me, like, wind down a little bit and, not feel stressed. And I just was not feeling up to, my hair is really bothering me, I'm sorry. I just was not feeling up to, go away hair, to streaming today. So I thought I'd vlog instead, do a little vliggity vlog. I didn't really know what I was going to talk about at first, but actually, kind of relevantly, I kind of want to discuss just a little bit about, like, when enough is enough in terms of work and when to stop. And this is something that I've noticed of myself a lot in the past year or so. In terms of, like, like, it's good to work hard, it's good to always be giving it that all, but it's also kind of important to know when to stop and when enough work is enough and when you need to allow yourself to rest. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm in the post-production industry, and I want to be an editor. That's what I've wanted to be for years and years and years. YouTube is to thank for that. YouTube is a big part of the reason why I want to be an editor. But I spent about 7 months after uni-ish looking for a job. I was concentrating, that does not make any sense. I was concentrating so hard on passing my degree and doing a good job and balancing YouTube with uni that I didn't really concentrate enough on job hunting. And then I went to America for Zeldathon, which I'm doing again in a couple weeks. I went to America for there's a lot of children screaming outside, sorry. Ominous. I went to America for a couple of weeks, and then when I got back there was like B&B and insomnia to plan and things like that, and like I did some job hunting, but like not nearly as much as I should have during uni and straight after uni. So I didn't really start applying for jobs until, like, I graduated in June. I didn't start applying for jobs until like the end of July. And then by that point a lot of jobs had already been filled up for the summer, I think, and like coming into the new year there were people fresh out of uni who'd put a bit more time into it, and therefore were picking up the jobs. And it's difficult because I was applying for like runner jobs and things like that, because that's kind of your leg into the industry. And being a runner it's not easy being a runner, but it's easy to be qualified to be a runner, because a lot of what you do is just making drinks for people and things like that, and just like looking after people and being friendly and client services, etc. So the actual jobs I was applying for weren't like super difficult, super like complex jobs, but because it's so competitive, because everyone wants to be in the media industry, it was very difficult to get like an interview, let alone a job, because they were just inundated with applications. And it's annoying because so much of the time it was like, you were good, you just didn't have quite enough experience, work experience, things like that. And it's like, it's so stupid because you have work experience where, it looks really good if you've been like shadowing editors and shadowing audio dubbers and, doing this and that and being in tech rooms. But then being a runner, you don't do or need any of those skills anyway. Like, it's important to, know what you want to do in post-production, but it was the kind of case where like they asked for all of this work experience, but then, for my first year of running, I didn't even use any of those skills which they were asking for, because running, you don't need those skills to be a runner. So I would job hunted for months and months, and eventually got the job that I have now, in a post-production company up north in Manchester, which is what I wanted. Like, really luckily, I really wanted to get a job in Manchester because that's where I went to uni. I loved Manchester as a city. It was great. And because I'd spent so long job hunting, I was so thankful to just have this job and I wanted to make the most of being in the industry. So I worked hard. I was a good runner, and I really, really strove to be, to prove myself, even though I didn't have as much experience as everyone else. They gave me this opportunity, running isn't a dream job, but it was my dream to work in Manchester and get into the industry. And the company that I work at, Doc 10, is like the biggest, or one of the biggest post-production houses in the north. So it was like dream come true. And it's taken a year for me to get where I am now, more than a year, I guess, since I started working at Doc 10. But it was about a year, just a bit under, when I started actually moving up and training in the next area. And a year is a long time when you think about it, but I was like willing to be patient because it took so long for me to get a job in general, that I was still just thankful that I had the job that I have now. And so when I was getting training, I was kind of trying to like stay in really late and, do lots of shadowing and learn lots of things. And I still do that now. I mean, today we thought we were going to be a runner down for the first bit of the day. So I was going to come in, like, I wasn't due in work until 10, but I was going to come in at 7:30, and I would have been working until 6. So it would have been almost a 12-hour day, which isn't unusual for working in post, but it was like, the fact that I volunteered myself for that was, and I'm not being like, the fact that I volunteered myself for that was really good. What I'm more trying to say is, yeah, that's fine to volunteer yourself for things like that, but I feel like I've been doing that a lot lately. I mean, I wrote it in 10 till 6, and I've never left at 6. For the past 2 weeks, I've been rotated in at 6, and I think one day out of the 9 days I've been in work, I have actually left at 6. It's been closer to 7 some nights. It's been closer to 9 a lot of nights, because it's been busy and I wanted to help out and learn and seem keen, and I've applied for a promotion and I want to look really keen. But you shouldn't have to work so many extra hours in order to feel like you stand a chance of being in the industry and moving up in the industry. And the more you do it, the more other people will do it because they feel like they have to do it, and then other people will do it because they feel like they have to do it, and it kind of never ends. There needs to be kind of a point where you sort of have to allow yourself time to just chill and be like, enough is enough. So like today I actually left, it was really busy today, but I actually left only half an hour after my original time that I should have finished. I left at 6:30, which is like the earliest I've left basically for the past 2 weeks. And it's difficult. I felt guilty, but then I had to like stop myself and be like, no, I shouldn't feel guilty. I've been in all day since about 10 in the morning. I was in 5 days last week. Most people either work 5 8-hour days or 4 10-hour days. So like, I done my shifts, I done my time, and like, I shouldn't feel guilty for leaving and going home. But I felt like I had to stay because it was so busy. And I think that's something I definitely need to improve on, because last night I had such a bad migraine. I came home and I just felt so awful and run down. And I feel okay today, like maybe a little bit run down, but it's the end of the week, so I'm kind of allowing myself that because it's the end of the week. But it's the kind of thing where I sort of need to learn to allow myself time for myself, which is something I need to learn with streaming as well, which is why I didn't stream tonight, because I needed this time to wind down. And I think that's an important thing that a lot of people can learn from, where you don't always have to be pushing yourself. You don't always have to feel exhausted all the time, but at least I did all this work. Like, it isn't a case of, it's not a race. Like, after a race, you should feel like tired because you've run and given it your all in that short space of time. But you shouldn't come home from work every day absolutely exhausted and have every last bit of your energy spent. Like, that's not how work should be every day. It will be like that sometimes when it's busy, but it shouldn't be like that every day, or you're going to exhaust yourself and make yourself ill. And this is definitely something that I need to work on. I think if and when I get a promotion, whether it's now, whether it's, later down the line in this company, whether it's for a different company, once I've kind of earned that, I'm going to allow myself some time to sort of just chill out a little bit. And like, yeah, always make sure you go the extra mile, but at the same time, you do need to allow yourself a little bit of TLC, a little bit of time to yourself, or it's just gonna hurt yourself, like, health-wise. So this is kind of something that I've just sort of been noticing as a trend for the past, like, several weeks of training and things like that. So I'm going to try and do better to sort of not stay in work super, super late all the time. Like, I enjoy it. This is the difficult thing, because I do enjoy work and I enjoy learning and I enjoy helping. And that's a bad combo because it means that I am staying in work later so I can help, which is good sometimes, but not every single night. I need to allow myself nights just off. And I think these 2 weeks I have in America coming up are going to be really, really good for sort of winding down and winding back and not being so focused on work all the time. So yeah, I just need to chill the fuck out a little bit, basically, and get a little bit of a slap on the wrist every time I don't chill out all the time. This summer I've got lots of nice, exciting things coming up off work. So it will be really, really good for me, and hopefully I can earn these hours back at some point as well that I've kind of, done a lot of overtime for. But, and I am a bit of a workaholic, but that's because I enjoy my job so much. I enjoy the people I work with. I enjoy learning. I'm sure that'll change, and I'll want to be moving on and moving up again once I kind of stagnate where I am. But right now, I feel like I'm growing as a person and learning new things every day. And because I enjoy doing that, and because I enjoy working with people I do, that's why it's so easy for me to stay in late. But I just sort of regret it the next day, or when I come home and I realize, oh, I'm so exhausted and I've had no time to do the stuff I want to do, like washing the dishes. I need to wash the dishes from yesterday as well, because I just was too tired to do that last night. Or sorting out my bills, because it's coming up to a year of me having lived in this flat, and I need to make sure all my bills are sorted. I'm going on to a rolling contract, so I need to make sure that's, direct debits all sorted. I need to start sorting out my travel insurance for America and packing. I need to do all of that stuff and clean my flat. And like, my flat isn't untidy, but it needs like a little hoover, and I just don't allow myself the time for this because I'm at work all the time. So I'm hoping things will settle down soon and I'll get a bit better at just giving myself time off more, hopefully. And you guys can give me a little verbal Twitter slap or YouTube slap or whatever if I don't. But I'm curious if you guys kind of experience similar things. Like, I know I'm very, very lucky to enjoy my job and enjoy where I work, because I know a lot of people don't. So it's not me kind of being like, oh, I enjoy my job so much. Like, it's, I'm very, very lucky in the situation that I am, but I need to not let it wear me down. And I need to make sure I kind of pace myself and take things sort of in moderation and allow myself a bit of TLC, allow myself, just a bath every week with with candles and bath bombs, just to sort of chill out. I need to allow myself to play a bit of music or watch a bit of How I Met Your Mother while I do the washing up. I need to allow myself to put on a face mask and do absolutely fuck all besides play video games. I need to allow myself to sleep in a little bit later sometimes. I need to allow myself to spend a little bit of the money that I earn at work on, like, maybe like a nice new dress or something. I need to allow myself to go home on time. Just once or twice would be nice. That's today's topic sorted and done. I'm gonna try and, like, I really am enjoying, like, it was really nice to just sort of pick up the camera and vlog. Like, I was actually really looking forward to it today. I really, really felt like it. And as soon as I was like allowing myself like to not stream, I was like, you know what, I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm gonna vlog today and it's gonna be great. So I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. I got a lot of support from the first vlog back. So thank you so much for that. And hopefully I'll continue these, even when I'm in America, because it's so easy. I just need an internet connection and the ability to film. So I'm going to really try my best to be filming a lot while I'm in America too, and doing a little vlog here and there. So keep an eye out for that as well. But for now, I'm going to bid you guys adieu and upload this straight to YouTube. The laziness is strong with me. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. It's Friday tomorrow, almost the weekend. Celebrate, get your drinks on, or if you're underage, then, I don't know, get your fruit shoots on, or whatever it is you kids drink nowadays. Oh god, I hope you're not watching, children, actually, because I've sworn a little bit in this. But I will see you guys next vlog, or next stream, or next tweet, or whatever it is you guys follow. Peace out. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.